My name's David St. John, and I'm going to read 3 poems. The first is a love poem called The Opal Trees, from the book Prism. When I awaken into the dream of your body upon my body, I am breathing the fragrant air of the opal trees, where shivering rags of light pearlesque the limbs of your body upon my body. As I awaken to the moonscape of this solitary bed, still feeling the soft satin of stone and the blossoms of the opal trees littering the sheets of earth beneath me as their shattered rinds swirl through the branches of the dream of your body upon my body. And this next poem is an elegy from a book called Study for the World's Body, and it's a hard and noble patience. There is a hard and noble patience I admire in my friends who are dead, though I admit there are none of them I would change places with. For one thing, look how poorly they dress. Only one is still beautiful, and that is because she chose to drown herself in a Swiss lake fed by a glacier said in local myth to be a pool of the gods. And when her body was found, she was so preserved by the icy currents that even her eyelashes seemed to quiver beneath my breath, though that was only for an instant before she was strapped to a canvas stretcher and loaded into a blue van. Soon, I was the only person still standing at the lake's edge, a man made lonely by such beauty, a man with less than perfect faith in any God. And this last poem is a section of a book-length poem, a sequence of 45 sections, called The Face, and this is section 27, if you go looking for it. The voice, a woman's, says, "You self-absorbed prick." And I swear, every man in the place looks up, assuming in a heartbeat, and probably not without reason, that he's the one, and I include myself here, that this bullet is clearly meant for. But then we can see her, because she stands up beside the table, looking down at him the way a gargoyle surveys the filth below. And then, of course, we notice him, wickedly handsome, beautiful, really. Late 40s with jet black dyed hair slicked back. And though, of course, it's unfair, You hear the whole restaurant decide together all at once, well, she's probably got a point. He's pure Eurotrash. Your standard rodeo drive chauffeur come gigolo come male model, all grown up and burnt out. And it's hard not to feel just a little sorry for him as she raises her steak knife to her shoulder and buries it in the back of his left hand, flattened, now pinned against the starched white linen tablecloth. She looks at the knife and slumps into her chair. He looks over at her with what seems enormous tenderness, and it's easy to believe, in fact, that we've got it all wrong. As the waiter comes over with an ice pack and the first aid kit, as the several doctors in the house compete with their cell phones and advice, as the lake of blood deliberately advances toward her, well, looking at the two of them, looking at each other, it's hard not to admit they must be in love. I mean, really, really in love. Thank you.
Keep holding.